Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is AhTravesty playing some Neverwinter Nights 2 with the Baldur's Gate Reloaded mod. Alright, we are here in the Merchant District now, continuing to investigate some of the buildings around here. We haven't been in these. We're going to check these out next, and after that we're going to go check out the buildings up on the northern end, and then we'll continue on from there. Let's see. Let's go with Kagan. Let's go this way first. There's actually a door on this side of the building. Yeah, let's check this one first and we'll go around the other side. Let's see what this is. Apothecary. Okay, let's go to Monteron. Let's take a look in things. Everything's empty. Alright, there's a little bit of gold. I guess we can snag that up. Let's see what he's got. My doors are always open to those with coin in their pockets. If I don't have what you need, then you don't really need it. Alright, show me what you have. Let's see what he's got. Yeah, he's got a ton of potions here. Nothing I really need, though. I think I got a couple mirrored eyes already, don't I? Yeah, I got 2 of them. That should be fine. I don't know if we'll need any more of them, but I have some just in case. Yeah, this other stuff I don't really need. Let's leave that alone. Alright, let's come over here. See if there might be something else we can pilfer. A little bit of gold. Other than that, there's nothing but townsfolk and things in here. Let's see if there's anything back here. Yeah, there's a couple containers. With some darts, I'm going to leave them behind. And a mace, I'm going to leave that behind. Alright, let's get out of here. Alright, let's go this way. I think we looked in this barrel already, but let's look in it again. A little bit of gold we can grab out of that one. Anything in the shack? Nope, nothing in there. Alright, oh yeah, Eldith Shashenstar. Yeah, I remember this. This is that guy that we rescued from the Druids way back when. Well, we didn't really rescue him, but we defended him against the Druid attack. But let's go see what he's going to say now. It is so pleasant to see your faces once again. Don't you recognize me? It is I, Eldith Shashenstar. I am so glad to have met you, especially at a time like this. I need to speak with you privately. Will you listen to what I have to say? Of course we'll listen. Thank you so much, my friends. This should suffice for privacy. I'm sorry for all this hiding and skulking, but there are dire events afoot. You know that I am one of the principal shareholders of the Merchants Consortium. Well, I share ownership of the company with 2 others, Erlentry and Zoro Mayar, 2 very distinguished gentlemen. When I returned from my hunting trip, thanks to you, I might add, I found that my 2 partners had gone under some profound changes. It's nothing physical or overt, but something far more sinister. Go on. It's as if my partners had become wholly different people while I was gone. They almost take an active interest in squandering our company's resources on frivolous and stupid ideas. If they continue on this course, the company will be in shambles in but a few weeks. I know you have already helped me once, but I ask for your assistance again. I have no other recourse. What do you want us to do? Come into the Merchants Consortium estate with me. I will explain that you are old friends of mine, and will quarter all of you in the guest chambers. From there, if you could just investigate my partners, perhaps using magic or any of the other skills you possess, learn as much as you can during your visit, and then report back to me after you're done. It should only take a couple of days. Sounds like an easy job. We'll do it. Then just follow me into the Merchants Consortium. You may begin the investigation as soon as you get inside. I shall be waiting for any reports of your progress on the 2nd floor. Alright, lead on. Alright, well, we might as well handle it. Yeah, I think there's going to be some fighting and things going on in here, too. Before we get all kinds of crazy, though, let's do a little bit of healing. And let's get some more here. And let's get a couple more on Garen. Yeah, I think Kagan's going to be alright. He's got 134 hit points. That should be fine. Alright, let's go inside. The Merchants League. Alright. Okay, there's Erlentree. That's one of the guys he was talking about. Other than that, there's just a bunch of merchants and things in here. Let's go to Kagan. Yep, let's start talking to these guys. Evil Party. You're Aldous' childhood friends, aren't you? You know, if I were you, I'd be careful around here. Okay, we'll be sure to. Okay. Let's talk to this next merchant. Anything I can help you with? Oh, yes, you're those friends of Aldous. I'd love to get to know you better, but I'm awfully busy. Yeah, so far these have all been evil party options. Let's see what this guy says. Yeah, another evil one. Anything I can help you with? Oh, yes, you're those friends of Aldous. Okay, we heard that. Let's talk to Erlentree.
So, these are the guests you've been talking about all day.
Greetings, house guests. I must assume that you are the friends that have had Aldous so excited. I must introduce myself. I am Erlentree, one of Aldous' partners in business. I've come to announce that the company is celebrating the anniversary of Aldous' stay with us. I would like you to join us for the festivities. There should be some interesting surprises. We'll be there. The party is set to take place on the 3rd floor. If you go up there, I'll meet you soon after. Yeah. We're getting led into a fight up there. Let's talk to these guards.
Damnable bandits.
Evil Party one again. Greetings, sir. I hope your stay at the consortium is profitable.
Those damnable bandits.
Same thing.
Been really bad for business.
Let's see if Erlentree says anything else.
I have no wish to speak with you.
You must not bother me at the moment, friends. I am a very busy woman. If you are overly excited about the upcoming party, don't be worried. We won't start without you. Yeah. Alright, let's go up top. Okay, 2nd floor. There's Zorro, and there's Eldith. And Brandalar. Let's see, let's take a look at a journal update, too, that we had. Erlentree, one of the owners of the Merchants Consortium, introduced himself to us. He invited us to Aldous' anniversary party on the 3rd floor. Yeah. Alright, let's go talk to these guys. Let's see what Zorro has to say.
With you, beggar.
Greetings! Here are all new faces. I am Zorro, and you must be Aldous' childhood friends. Yeah, we've been friends since we were kids. So, were you good friends with Dabron as well? Dabron? You don't remember Aldous' brother? Most interesting. Yeah. Alright, let's talk to Eldith next.
You've heard my stories.
Hello?
Nothing.
How have things been faring? Have you learned anything? We would have to agree that something is unusual about your partners. That is good to hear. I was beginning to wonder if I had just become paranoid delusional. Well, keep up your investigations. We're on it. Alright, let's talk to Brandalar. A neutral party. Hold. I'm Commander Brandalar. I lead the household guard. You must be the people Aldith brought back with him, his so-called childhood friends. That likely story might have hoodwinked some of the others, but I've known Aldith since he was a kid, and none of you ring any bells. Don't you know? Aldith has hired us to investigate his partners. They've been acting strangely as of late. I'm glad you've been honest with me. To tell you the truth, I've been somewhat suspicious of my other employers as well. They haven't been themselves, and they seem to have a completely callous outlook on the future of their business. I'd almost have to say that Erlentry and Zorl aren't who they are, and they've had their minds taken over or some other rot. Unfortunately, there's nothing I can do because they're my employers. I might be able to turn a blind eye if you were to investigate what they've been doing. If you can find some hard proof that exposes what's been happening, I might be able to do something about this whole mess. What do you say? Sure, we might as well work together. If you find anything, come back and see me immediately. Will do. Alright, Brandalar, the commander of the Merchant Consortium Guards, is suspicious of Zorl and Erlentry. Yeah. Let's go back here next. Anything I can help you with? Well, we heard that already. What's on the bookshelf? Some books we can leave behind, and another merchant. Nope, this guy's saying the same thing. Alright, bartender.
You want some whiskey?
I don't recognize ya. Are you new to the Merchants League? Well, it matters little. I don't have anything to drink. My masters haven't ordered any new booze to replace our last stock. Kinda thoughtless of them, but then they've been acting weird for a little while now. Indeed. Alright, what do we have back here? Let's see, let's go to Monteron. Anything in this desk? It is locked. Bunch of letters. Let's go stealthy. Let's grab all that. Alright, let's take a look and see what we got besides a big pile of gold. Alright, first letter. Shalak. As long as Aldeth lives, he is a great threat to all of us. He is friends with the mercenaries who have been stirring up so much trouble in the south. If he were to confide his fears with them, it could be disastrous. Kill him soon. Your friend. Alright, next letter. Shalak. I am glad to hear that you were successful in disposing of Zorl. With his identity, you should be able to infiltrate more of your kindred into the Merchants League. Kill Erlentry as soon as possible, and then that fop, Aldeth, your friend. And the third letter. Shalak. It pleases me that you now count Erlentry among your number, but you must kill Aldeth Shashenstar. He is a foppish dilettante, with no skill and little intellect. It confuses me that you have not killed him yet. Have your skills withered? Right back soon when you have killed Aldeth, your friend. Oh yeah, that's probably going to be some good evidence there. Let's see, let's check this back room here first. And then we'll go talk to those guys and let them know about these letters. Alright, there's nothing in here. Let's go talk to Brandalar first. See what he says. How has your investigation fared? Have you found anything that may be of use? We found some documents that you might find very interesting. Show me what you found. Here, take a look. This is exactly what I need. Erlentry and Zorl are obviously doppelgangers. I want you to track down and kill every one of those monstrous shapeshifters. Will do. Alright, let's talk to Aldeth next.
You've heard my stories. Nothing has
How have
changed.
things been faring? Have you learned anything? We found some documents that you might find very interesting. First Elman and now this? We must tread very carefully, for if these documents bear truth, then we are potentially in a very dangerous situation. Rumor has it that my anniversary is this very day. It isn't, but perhaps we can use it to get to the bottom of this. Shall we meet upstairs in a bit? You go ahead, and I'll be right behind. I need to consult with Brandalar. See you upstairs. What is going on here that deserves such an audience? Explain yourself, Erlentry. Why spread false rumors about my anniversary when you know perfectly well that this is not the day? Are you sure, Aldeth? I was most certain that this was the day. Perhaps, Aldeth, your memory has become somewhat addled. You seem to be forgetting that even inviting elements of your past. Take, for example, your childhood friends. A most stupid lie, meat. Come now, Zorl, we mustn't be so rude. These primates are about to take their final step. to become something much greater than what they were. Before you die, primates, I've been instructed to give you a message from our employer, Ryltar. He wishes to know how much fun it's been matching wits with you. So the documents speak the truth? You foul creatures will answer for what you have done. Brandalar, arrest these fools. Alright, here we go. Alright. Let's see. Well, let's start using whatever we can. Yeah, let's get some lethargy. Yeah, we got doppelgangers all over the place. Let's just go right there in the center for that one. Alright, Monteron. What do we have we can use? Maybe some barkskin. Let's get some heroism fired up. And let's start launching some spells. Let's go with some firebrand. We might be able to get all of them. Let's launch it right there. And let's put up some battle tide. And what else can we crank out there? Let's get some hill giant strength. And finally we have Faldorn. Let's get some enrage animal going on. Alright, let's get to fighting. Alright, let's see if we can get into a sneak attack position somewhere here. Let's see if we can move in here. Oh, these guys aren't going to let Monteron get in there. Let's get over here then. Damn. They can chase me all over the damn map. Alright, let's go for this guy. Oh yeah, we're taking him down pretty quick. It's like one left here. Raider doppelganger. Alright, finally got him. Let's finish this one off. That one's near death. Alright, we're still doing alright. Yeah, these guys got 50% concealment, unfortunately. Alright, we got him.
Oh my goodness.
I must thank you for saving my consortium. I will reward all of you greatly for what you have done for me. I hope what I give you now is reward enough. This sword is a family heirloom, and could be useful if you were ever to run into these shape-shifting creatures again. Know that if ever you are in trouble, you can come to my estate. Thank you. Alright, so we got 300 XP, 100 gold, and a bastard sword. That needs to be identified. Let's pass that off. Alright, yeah, bastard sword +1, +3 versus shapeshifters. Yeah, unfortunately we're not going to be able to use that thing. Nobody can use it. I probably should have used that werebane, but that's alright. We took him out pretty quickly. Let's see, while we're here, let's take a look at our ammunition. Yeah, let's reload. Yeah, we got bullets +1 loaded now, and let's see, Tsar has currently 2 bolts +2 left. But we have plenty of bolts +1 remaining. And Faldorn still has darts +1, but her stock is kind of getting low too, but I think we'll be alright there. For a while at least. Alright, what do we got here for some remains? Some armor that needs to be identified. It is a knave's robe. Yeah, +1 armor versus slashing, increased saves versus death. Yeah, it's all material. Alright, these guys say anything else? Let's talk to them. I'm sorry, but I have much to do in rebuilding my shattered consortium. Alright, and Brandalar. You've done very well. I'm glad to have worked with such as you. Eldeth should have your reward, if he hasn't given it to you already. Thanks. Alright, anything else up here? Let's see what's on the table. It is empty. Alright, I guess we are finished here. Let's take a look at the journal. All that stuff is finished. Yep. Alright. Let's get out of here. Alright. Well, that was a fun little side quest. Let's go to the next building. Let's see. Let's go to Kagan. Yeah, we should probably find a place to rest as well, but and get rested up. But let's check this place next. This temple, I believe, is a quest area we got to come back to later, but let's go in here now.
You must gather your party before
Alright, let's
venturing
get everybody
forth.
together. Temple of Umberly. Alright, we got a priestess here. And a couple more on the outskirts. Let's talk to this one.
Bitch Queen.
For what purpose do you visit the bitch queen? Huh. We wish to speak to the High Priestess, Jolantha Mistmere. The High Priestess does not have time to seek commoners. Why should I allow you to waste her time? Would a donation of 50 gold allow us entry? That offer is adequate. Wait here, and I will return with the High Priestess. Alright, there she is.
The Bitch Queen.
I am Jolantha Mistmere. What reason do you have to see me? I have come to pay respects to your temple. Your faith comes across falsely. When you decide to tell me the truth, then you may speak with me again. Yeah, I think we gotta come back and talk to her later on for another quest.
The Bitch Queen brooks no insolence.
Yeah, okay. Looks like we're not gonna be able to get anything out of these priestesses.
Storm shall take those
Tread
who are
carefully within the
unfaithful.
house of the bitch goddess. Yeah, we hear ya. Yeah, alright. Let's get out of here. Alright. Let's go up this way next. Check out these buildings on the north end. Here's a Seven Sons place. We already cleared that out. Oh, did we check? There's a barrel back here. Let's see if there's anything in there. Nope. What about this one? I think we probably looked in that one already. A book. We can leave that one behind. Let's go to Monteron since we're going to be going into some buildings here. Let's check this one next. Oh, can we not get in there? Ooh. There might be a little bit of buggery on that door. Another apothecary. Okay, let's take a look around and see if there's anything interesting. Those are all empty. Alright, what do you have, sir? Probably a bunch of potions.
Bandits have been really
Let's see
bad
what you
for-
have. Yep. Yeah, I don't need any potions. Let's see if there's anything on this shelf back here. Nope. Alright, let's get out of here then. Let's see, we have some buildings here, but let's make sure there's nothing... Oh, there is one on this side. Let's do this one next. A bazaar. Anything on the... Ooh. Ooh, there's a bunch of gold on that shelf. Well, not a bunch, but more than usual. Let's grab it and see what we have here. Short sword, we'll leave that behind. And nothing there. Alright, let's see what this shopkeeper
All my
has.
stuff is authentic. Really, it is.
And looks like just basic equipment. Yep. Nothing spectacular. Is there anything we can sell? These gloves. Yeah, these are only useful for a monk, but I'm not sure if we need them. I know we needed one of them for a quest way back when, but I don't think we're going to do that quest because we were evil party. You know what? I'm just going to sell them. I'm not even going to worry about it. Let's see. Anything else we can get rid of? Yeah, I guess I got to get rid of this bastard sword. Nobody's going to be able to use it. And that knave's rope can go away. Arrows +2. I could potentially sell some of these. I don't think we need to keep all these arrows. But they don't weigh anything. We'll just hold on to them, I guess. Alright, that's going to be good enough. Let's go check these other counters. Make sure there's nothing back here. That one's empty. Other than that, there's just nothing but a bunch of commoners in here. Yeah, there's nothing else in here. Let's go. Alright, let's check these last buildings on this north side. We got 2 here, and there might be some back there too, but let's start here and then work over there to that one. Guy named Fenton. Very evil party. Been a long day, hasn't it? I have to get back home, so I don't have time to talk. Alright, farewell. This, I believe, was the guy who would collect those Ankeg plate pieces. Yeah, apparently he won't do business with very evil party members. Yeah, he's gone now too. Alright, well, let's see if we have anything of use in this chest. We'll grab the gold, we'll leave that longsword. Let's see what's upstairs. Alright, I don't see anything in there. And there's nobody else up here. We have some locked armoires and lockboxes. That is empty. And some gold and a ring we can sell. And we shifted to chaotic again. And a little bit of gold. Alright, let's get out of here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Fenton was the guy that we give those Ankeg things to. Alright, let's go to this next building. Ye Old Inn. Oh. Oh yeah, this is the one where they got attacked by green slimes. Alright, let's go fight. Alright, sneak attacks are working on these things. Alright, wow, look at that. We only got 1 XP for each of them. Okay, what do we got for remains? We got a gem. Some bullets, we'll leave them behind. And a necklace, we can sell that. There's nobody in here. Anything back here in a barrel? We'll take the gold. And let's go upstairs next. Anybody home? Okay, I'm not seeing anybody, but there are a bunch of lockboxes here. This one's empty. As well as that one. And that one. Is there one over here? Yep, and another one. Alright, these are all empty. Yep, alright. Well, let's get out of here. Alright, let's take a look at the map. Let's go back here just to make sure there's nothing of use back here. There might be a building that we can get into, but I'm not sure. Oh, there's a gem here. Let's grab that. And then after that, I think I'm going to come back down here, yeah, at this tavern. I think we could rest there. I want to get a nice rest up, because I think what we're going to do next is go into the Iron Throne building, since we have that quest now. We can clear that out. And then after that, we can probably check out the northern part of Baldur's Gate. Yeah, I don't see any buildings back here that we can get into, actually. Yeah, there's nothing back here. Let's keep going this way. don't think there was anybody back here. Some beggars. Yeah, there's nothing else here. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and go in here and rest up. I'm going to do this off camera. I'll be back in a moment. Alright, all done resting up. And I came back over here to the docks district as we are standing right outside the Iron Throne building, as we're going to go in there next. I did buff up with my long duration stuff, as I know we're going to get into a fight when we get into this place. Yeah, we're currently right here on the map in the docks district. Let's go see what's going to happen. Oh. Treador. Out! Away! Fly while you can! There be madness here, and I can stand it no longer. Let's try this one. Madness in this much lauded tower? That there be malice here, I have no doubt, but madness? Never. Then clearly you know it not. Madness seethes here, and amongst Sarevok's crazed acolytes it overflows. I'm a simple merchant after a pretty coin, but I swear it isn't worth it to suffer this place so long. Well, we can give him some gold. Let's see what he says. Sarevok's acolytes? Who do you speak of, and where might I find them? You'll know them when you see them, and should you continue on your maddened course, I have no doubt that see them you will. Now, I beg your leave, for I would rather gnaw through my own wrist than tarry here a moment longer. Fare thee well. Yep. He wants to get the hell out of here. Alright, let's see, what do we got going on? We got some merchants here and a guard. Let's go talk to these guys. Welcome to the Iron Throne Citadel. Could you please state what business brings you here? Let's do this one. We've business with your leaders. We've just come from Sambia and are quite weary, so if you would just step aside, we would be grateful. We're not going to step aside for what is obviously a troop of brigands. Get out of here before we summon the Flaming Fist. Okay. No negotiation. Alright, let's take him out. It's just one guard. Alright, yeah, it looks like it's just one guard anyway. This guy got anything? Grab his gold. Cosmetic boot. Yeah, I think that's a bug. Shouldn't be seeing that stuff. Let's see if these merchants say anything. What is your business here? If you hear about obtaining iron shipments for your company, then you'd be best to go elsewhere. We have no interest in dealing with other companies. Okay. Alright, he's going to say the same thing. Alright, well, since it looks like it's going to be nothing but fighting, we better put up our medium buffs now.
If Tempus wills it.
Yep, let's go ahead and get some mass aid going on. Let's get some bull strength. And let's get some shield. And some ghostly visage. And let's get some magic fang. And let's get some ghostly visage. And some more mirror image. Alright, anything else? Let's get some bless. Let's see, how long was this again? Actually, yeah, let's hold off on casting that one. True Seeing. That might come in handy. Let's see, let's have Kagan lead out. Let's start going upstairs.
Today I saw a girl.
Where do you think you're going?
Pair of ditties I've ever seen.
The 5th floor. Sarevok asks us to deliver an important message to his acolytes. Better you than me. Working with that crowd can be downright creepy some days. Creepy? How do you mean? I've seen people go up there with one face and come back down with another. I don't know how else to say it. I got a keen eye for faces, I do, and I think them people going up and down know it too, 'cause one of them caught me looking at him and he winked right at me, and he changed the colors of his left eye right as I was watching him. It started out as chocolate brown, but then it went all quicksilver for a moment, like the mercury the mages play with, and then he has gone out the door, laughing his high-pitched laugh. Who are these people? Competition of the Iron Throne. Mostly members of the Seven Sons Cartel, or the Merchants Consortium. They have both been attempting to negotiate a tentative peace between the different economic powers in the city. I fear it is not peace they're finding, however. At least not of the type they came looking for. Something going on upstairs, and I'd rather not think about what it could be. Interesting. Alright, the stairway keeps going up. Let's take a quick walk around just to see if there's anything else up here. Nope. Okay, that was the guy we just talked to. And another stairway going up. Let's see. Let's take a look at a journal. Something is rotten in the Iron Throne Tower. Yeah, we know about all that. Alright, let's go up. Let's make a little space so we can get up. Let's go back to Kagan. A merchant. And a guard is coming toward us. Mortuary back there. And Emissary Tar. You three, what are you doing here? I don't recognize you. We could bribe him. We've just come from Cormyr. With business going so well there, we have brought a large sum of surplus money for your superiors. I'm sure they wouldn't wish to be kept waiting. That's funny, because last I heard, the Iron Throne was banned from operating Cormyr. Lying scum. I don't know how you've got this far, but you'll get no further. Okay. And down he goes. That was easy enough. You got anything good on you, sir? Yeah, this guy's bugged out too with cosmetic boots. We shouldn't be seeing that stuff. Let's talk to this merchant.
I've no interest in
What are the likes of you doing in the dining chambers? Dismiss yourselves immediately before I have you thrown out. Alright. Alright, the stairways keep going up to the next floor, but let's talk to these guys first here. Mortuary.
I've no interest
Wait
in
a
speaking
moment.
to the likes of
Could you please tell me where I could find Ryltar? It's important that I speak to him. I've been given the runaround too long. Ryltar's damn son, Sarevok, seems to think he's in charge here. We must ask for a name before we go telling the whereabouts of Iron Throne high-ups. I am Mortuary, and your Iron Throne high-ups answer to me. I've just arrived from Selgon in Sembia. The Council wishes to know how things are faring. Now tell me where I can find Ryltar. Ryltar's in the upper offices at the moment. If you go up there, I'm sure you'll catch him. Good. Finally, I get a straight answer. Yeah, he's gonna go up there and get killed. Alright, Emissary Tar.
Do you mind?
At last, someone who looks like they could be of some assistance. This assorted boobs and dimwits around here have been of very little help. Of course, how may I assist you, ma'am? Ma'am, that I have little desire to suffer through more of your flat gentility. You may call me Emissary Tar and direct me toward the nearest staircase. I have some important business to conduct on the 5th floor on behalf of the Grand Dukes. Emissary Tar, would it be untoward of me to inquire as to the nature of your business on the 5th floor? It is hardly a secret. The Grand Dukes have sent me to negotiate a new iron treaty with Thandorn. It appears that the Merchants Consortium and the Seven Sons have voluntarily granted the Iron Throne temporary control over their mines in order to simplify the city's supply structure and thereby strengthen the war effort. Should it come to that, I am here to ensure that we have access to that iron at a favorable price. The Iron Throne has been more than cooperative with us to date, and I doubt that they will change their tune now. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have no intention of being late for my negotiations. Alright, we'll see you later. A journal update. Alright. Yep, and that's all information we know about already. Let's see what we have back here. A cook. Let's go to Monteron. See if there's anything in here. Nothing. A cook.
Hello, pal.
Out! And never darken my door again. Alright, there's nothing there. Nothing there. This cook know anything?
Hello?
I must apologize for my fella here, John. He just gets irate real easy. You'd do best to avoid him when he's in these kind of moods. Alright. Alright, there's nothing of use here. Well, let's go up to the next level then. Looks like we're finished here. Up we go.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Alright, let's get everybody together. Alright, where are we at now here? Let's make a little bit of space. More merchants.
Go pester someone else.
Let's talk to these guys.
Hello. Nice to make
So,
the
what can I help you
acquaintance
with?
of such a cultured personage.
We were sent here with the understanding that you did all of the hiring for the Iron Throne. I apologize. Someone has made a mistake. We are hiring no one at the moment. I hope there hasn't been too much inconvenience, but could you please leave me now? Alright. Let's leave him. Hey, bartender, let's talk to this guy.
You want some whiskey?
Hey there, mate. Don't recognize you, which is strange considering I know everyone here at the Iron Throne. Why don't you tell me who you are? We're new recruits. We haven't been given an assignment yet. Oh, I see. Well, if you're wondering where you'll be assigned, I'd bet it would be with the Black Talons down in the Wood of Sharp Teeth. They've lost quite a few members lately and are in desperate need of new recruits. Good day, sir. Sucker. Alright. Wow, there's a lot of stuff to look at back here. Destus Gurn.
Hello. Nice to meet you.
Hello. You must be the city negotiators. Let me see on this list here. Emissary Tar? Right on time, and a pleasure to meet you. My name is Destus Gurn, Assistant Chief Accountant for the Iron Throne's operations on the Sword Coast. Now, just a quick briefing on our negotiating procedures before you head up to the upper level. Thaldorn will be accompanied by a board of 6 Iron Throne advisors sent to us from abroad. Zalamar, Cloudwolf, Gardouche, Naaman, Diab, Asim, and Alai, all of them quite respectable men and eager to meet you. We also have a 7th member on that board today, a Mr. Lyle Espejo. He is there to ensure that things go smoothly in this time of transition. As for the agenda... Yes? On the agenda, as you well know, are a discussion of our current offer regarding iron prices and some notes regarding the output of the new mines we have acquired. Preceding all of that, however, Mr. Espejo would like to have a few words with you about the positive change and dynamism, economic and otherwise, that he has been witness to in his recent travels through the Sword Coast region. I do not doubt that you will be finding it interesting, but I have taken enough of your time. Please proceed upstairs so that the negotiations might begin. I'll consider it. Alright, it sounds like some of our buffs are wearing off. We should probably hurry up. Wow, there's a lot of bookshelves here. Well, let's start looking at things. A bunch of scrolls. Let's grab them. Books. Shadowdale. History of Tethir. And some more books. Alright, what do we got back here? Another merchant.
No time to chit-chat.
Ah, look, some newcomers. I assume that a lot of you has just arrived with my new supplies from Orgulin. If you're looking for Raltar or Brunos, look no further. Both of them have traveled to Candlekeep on important business. Alright. Yeah. That's where the main
Hello.
quest is going to lead us
Nice
to.
meet
So
the
what can I help you
acquaintance
with?
of such a cultured personage.
Looking for the leaders of the Iron Throne. Alright, we heard all this before. We're mercenaries looking for a job. Yeah. Alright, and let's check out these bookshelves next. Shadowdale. And some more scrolls. Let's grab them. Alright, yeah, well, I think we looked at all these now. Alright, I guess we're going up top. I believe that's what a fight's gonna be. Let's see. Let's take a look at those scrolls we just picked up. Let's pass them off to Czar. And what is this? Protection from undead. We actually have 2 of them now. Alright, and let's see. We had hold person. We have that. And blind sight. I don't think we have. We have it now. And shield. Alright, we'll hold on to all of them. Alright, up we go.
Fear my wrath, for it is great indeed.
Who dares intrude upon our negotiations? My name is Czar. I was wondering if I could ask you a few questions. Czar, you say? Ah, yes, Servok warned us you might try to meddle. That meddling will stop here, however. And who are you to say so? I've crushed all those before you. Those before us were fools, as you are. Those before us were weak, as you are. Those before us were not Zalimar, or Gardush, or Naaman, or Diab, or Azim, or Alai. Those before us are dead, as you will be. So it has been decreed, so it shall be done. So orders Servok. Alright, well, we got some casters back here. Let's go ahead and get some silence. And what do we got going on? We got some Lionheart going on, Hammer of the Gods going in. Okay, we got some haste coming in. And let's see, what can we go ahead and cast out there now? Let's start unloading. Yeah, let's go with Firebrand. Let's see there. I want to make sure we hit as many as we can here. Let's drop it right there. And we are doing some summoning. Alright, we are hasted. Alright, let's go fight. Let's see, is there anything we can do here? Let's just go for Gardush. Alright, Soundburst is going in. Alright, he's going in. And let's get Faldorn forward. Try to get in the thick of it over here. Let's get some Cold Lightning Storm going on. Alright, Gardush is near death. Alright, Branwyn is casting. Czar is casting. And let's keep casting. Let's go with some Missile Storm next. Yeah, we should be able to hit all of them right here. Alright, let's go back to Faldorn. Oh. Alright, he's near death. Alright, looks like we got those guys dead over here. Let's hit this one here with a little something. Actually, you can... Yeah, you know what? Let's just go ahead and do some Call Lightning again. Let's just drop it there since these guys are close. That guy's near death. Let's go for this guy. Alright, he's down. And let's finish this guy off before he comes back too. Alright, he's down. And finally, Naaman. Let's get him dead. Oh, did he just go invisible? I think he did. Yep. What are we fighting? Oh, there's a zombie warrior here. Let's get over here and let's grab Czar. Let's get up here a little bit closer. And let's use our wands again. Some Cone of Cold to finish him. badly wounded. Let's hit him again. Alright, Faldorn, don't get in there. Oh, come on, guys. Oh, we can see him now, it looks like. Alright, let's hold off on that then. Let's shoot him up. Garen can get up here. Finish him, boys. You know what? Let's try that one axe, that Wizard Slayer one. Yeah, I think it does. Did it do Dispel Magic? Yeah, let's do that. Let's go hostile on him. Alright, let's take him out. There we go. Alright. Ooh, got a lot of XP for him. Ooh, where's Zar running to? Alright, let's not charge into things. Alright, there's somebody back there. But first, let's take care of everybody first here. Let's go ahead and do a quick bit of healing, just in case we get jumped again. Let's go to Faldorn. Let's just do... Yeah, we can hit him again, I think. Alright, I'm guessing there's going to be a lot of stuff we need to identify, so let's have Zar look at these corpses. Yep. We got a bunch of scrolls. And that stuff can stay behind. Let's go to this guy next. Bracers, Warhammer, ring, wand, and some armor. And we're encumbered. Alright, let's take a look at this stuff we just picked up here. Bracers defense 2, we can sell them. Confusion, I don't think we have that one yet. Oh, we do have it. Okay. Protection from arrows we have. Fireball we have. Wall of Fire, that one I don't think we have. Yep, let's grab it. And another protection from undead. Let's pass that off to Kagan. Blind Sight we have already. More bracers +2. A Warhammer +1, we can sell that. A Ring of Free Action and a Wand of Lightning. Let's see. This armor we can't identify yet. Let's use this. Actually, you know what? Let's give that to Garen. He can use his identify. Yeah, I almost forgot about that ability he's got. Let's see what this stuff is. Eldritch Knight Chain Shirt. Bonus feat power attack. It's +2 armor. And a bonus 3rd level spell. Yeah, nobody's going to be able to take advantage of that, I don't believe. Well, Monteron can actually wear that thing, but... Let's see. Yeah, I'm probably just going to sell that thing. Alright, let's see. What else do we have? That Ring of Free Action. Faldorn's got one already. Kagan's got one already. Zar doesn't have one. I guess I could give up that Ring of Wizardry. It's not like I need any level 3 spells. Yeah, Branwen's got one.
What now?
Yeah, and Garen's got one. Yeah, I don't know if I want to give up these rings, though. Fire resistance is a nice one to have. Yeah, I could just give it to him. He can swap it out if he needs it. Yeah, let's give that to him. The rest of this stuff we'll hold on to. Alright, we got a bunch more fireball scrolls. Yeah, I need to sell a lot of these scrolls that I never use. Alright, let's go back to searching the rest of these corpses here. A mace +1, shield +1, and a wand that needs to be identified. A Wand of the Heavens. Let's see, these +1 things we can give the Kagan. This Wand of the Heavens, we can give that to Branwen. So she's got 2 of those. Yeah, I haven't even used that thing yet. Alright, onward. Actually, let's go to Zar so we can identify things. Another Warhammer +1, Potion of Perception, which is True Seeing, and another potion, that one is Antidote. This other stuff we'll leave behind. Alright, Halberd +2, we'll grab that. These other things we can leave, and we'll leave that stuff. Alright. Anything else back here? I think we got everything. Alright, let's take a look at this stuff here. This heavy stuff we can give the Kagan. And let's see, the perception, we can pass that off. And the antidote, we can pass that off. Alright, let's do a quick equipment check here. Let's see, let's go back to his Warhammer +2. And yeah, let's hold on to all that stuff. And Brandon, how are we doing with ammo? Let's reload. +1 bullets. And yeah, I need to sell a bunch of these scrolls and some of these wands that I never use. This stuff here we're definitely going to sell. We still have a potion of speed and some hill giant strength. Yeah, we're still looking good. With healing supplies and things too. Alright. Let's take a look at this thing again. Bard sources, yeah. I'm probably going to sell that thing. Alright, let's continue on. There's somebody back here we need to talk to, it looks like. Oh, what was that? Oh yeah, Emissary Tari. Yeah, we sent her up here to die, it looks like. Let's take a look at her. Anything on her? Nothing. What's in the armoire? Nothing. Okay, we got some things back here too, but first, there was somebody over here. Let's talk to this person.
Hello.
What are you doing here? Get out of this building before I call the guards! We can't do that until you answer some questions. You're here to kill me, aren't you? You can't kill me. Do you know who I am? I'm Thaldorn, one of the leaders of the Iron Throne. You're too much of a whiner. I think we're going to have to kill you. Yeah, I'm definitely not going to spare his life. Alright, where can we find documents that will implicate your organization for its involvement with the bandit raids and iron shortage? Tell us or die. Please don't hurt me. You can find everything you need with Ryltar. He's the true leader of the operation. He always carries everything on his person. Am I free to go? Alright, tell us where the leaders of the Iron Throne are located. We might let you go free. The other leaders, Brunos and Ryltar, they're at Candlekeep, attending business with some benefactors from the south. Will you let me go now, please? Sorry, we can't let you live. You know too much. No, please let me live. You're still a dead man, Thaldorn. Yep. Let's take his ass out. Fool! Alright, what does he have? All kinds of goodies here. Let's get Czar, take a look at him. Got some armor, a short sword +1, and a scroll. Cat's Grace. I believe we have that one already. Let's try. Oh no, we didn't. Get some nice scrolls out of here. Alright, starter leather +1, we can sell that. Short sword +1, we can sell that. Alright, let's go back to Monteron. What do we have in the armoire? It is empty. There's nothing else in here. Let's see what we have back here. Some letters, some scrolls, and some bolts. Let's take a... let's just grab everything. Alright, first letter. Father, I received your letter, and I can assure you that the mercenaries led by the Ward of Gorion will no longer trouble our operations. I have dealt with them personally. Before dying, they were most forthcoming in their revelations. It is as you had surmised, they were agents of the Zentarum. I am also writing to tell you that I cannot attend the meeting at Candlekeep. Some problems have arisen with the Chill and the Black Talons. They have had trouble working with each other, and I am needed there to smooth over any dissension. I am sorry that I will not be at your side. Signed, Sarevok, yeah. Yep, we know about his deception, huh? And the next one, Ryltar. My superiors are intrigued by your proposal. I would like to discuss it further, but not through correspondence such as this. The Harpers and the Zents have been very active in this region as of late. It would be very unfortunate if they tried to disrupt an alliance between our two organizations. If you, Bruno, and Thaldorn were to meet with us in the safety of Candlekeep, my superiors would be much relieved. Please send a response ASAP. Signed, Tuth. Alright, hold person. We can pass that off. And bolts of lightning. Let's actually equip those bolts of lightning. Okay, let's see what else we have here. That is empty. And there was another container over here. And that's empty. Alright, let's see, we had a journal update too. Okay, yeah, everybody's going to Candle Cape. Alright, we're going to have to go back and talk to Scar and let him know. But before we do that, I do want to check out the rest of Baldur's Gate proper too. But in the meantime, let's get out of here. Alright, all done in the Iron Throne. So, to continue on with the main quest, we're going to have to go back and talk to Scar and let him know what we discovered. But before we mess with that, I do want to go into the northern part of Baldur's Gate here and do all the rest of these quests that we have going on. But we are running up on time too, so I think what I'm going to do off camera, I'm going to go over to some of these shops and sell all this extra junk that we just picked up. And then we're going to continue on in the next episode checking out the northern part of the city. We'll see you then, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget that like button.